Hello. Hello. How's it going? Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Good day. So I want to talk about something that's really been helping me. If you're going through something like a really tough time in life, like things are going horrible, horrific, you know, you can't get out of bed. I've had those times. I've had times of like depression and stuff like that. And I went through some really bad, a lot of my life, I went through really bad stuff. But oh no, my phone's about to, my laptop's about to die. I'll try to hurry up. So yeah, so some of the ways that I have seen, just because I do lots of like quantified self and personal science, and I track everything in life. Like I track how I feel throughout the day. I track how I feel after I speak to certain people, so social interactions. I do a lot of like life tracking, not to be narcissistic, but because like data and information helps you to make better informed decisions. It helps you be more self-aware. Um, as I'm getting older, I'm learning how many people are just completely unaware of themselves and others and their impact on others and their surroundings and how others impact them. So I take a very like scientific approach to um, my psyche, mental health, um, interacting with others, etc. So one thing I can say consistently has always helped me, regardless of what I go through, is setting a goal of walking a certain amount of steps. Now, it doesn't have to be like, that you have to get up and get dressed and go outside. Like I've had those times where like I could not even get out of bed. So I just start small. I would just literally get up and I would just walk around the room. Even now, like what I'm going through right now, usually I'm a very cheery person, and it's been extremely hard being that person this year. I'm trying. I'm trying. And so, like, even like times like this, like I had a really bad day last week, dealing with aging people in the family. And and things happen. And so I was like, I found myself just like being in bed, like just really like kind of feeling down. I was like, Naya, you did not walk today. Like another thing is that like I've been going for like a hike and there was a bear in the trail. So like that kind of, put me off my game a little bit, but not excuse. So anyway, I've been setting goals like, okay, minimum three times per week. I have to go outside. I have to walk, even if it's just from one end to the street of the other. I don't care. I have to just get up, put on this shirt, check out from Target on sale, and just get out and walk. That's it. Just get out and walk. Like that's the first step. And if you can't do that, like I'm not even joking. Like if I feel like I can't even leave the room or leave the house, I literally just get like just stand up and then next to the bed and you know, just walk in place or walk back. And if that feels like a lot, do it for 3 minutes. Anything is better than sitting down or laying in the bed. Anything is better. Another thing is that if you're like me and you're not big on exercise, I am big on exercise, but only when things go right in my life. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard. It's very, very hard for me. Like, especially when I've had those hard times, like literally just to even go to the bathroom. And I think I've mentioned in the video, I've never ever been. So it's not a thing. But yeah, so if you're going through a hard time in life where you feel like I can't do it. I can't go for a walk. I can't walk through a park. Just in your room. Another thing is that you can even, if you have a laptop, a computer, even your cell phone, while you're walking, you can even just like put on um a video on YouTube of like the forest and nature and forest sounds. That will help you out so much. That'll make you feel a tiny bit better. Try not to like spiral into bad thoughts during this time, but just focus on the image and you just walk back and forth. You can just do jumping. If jumping jacks is too much, just move your body. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And if you can just get in the habit of doing this, like I don't you hate when people are like, oh, it's not that hard, just like get up and no, I've been through that before where it's like I gotta pee. It's just such a like neurodivergent thing. Like I gotta pee, but I'm feeling so bad right now that I can't even just go to the bathroom. That's literally happened to me many times. So I get it. I understand. You would never see me on the channel being like, you know, just get up, you want 5 miles a day. No, I've been there. I know it's hard, especially like if you're going through hard times in life. It is hard to do that, to get up, get out, and be consistent. So that's why I always say, if you can, maybe just do like a couple minutes in the room. If you could get up and go outside, just do what you can. There are even like studies that show that, and you can also break it up as well. So like what I do is that if I'm having a really bad time, I just say, okay, 5,000 steps, 3 to 4 times per week. And I break that up into like 15-minute chunks. And sometimes I find that after like the first like duration of 15 minutes, I feel a little bit better. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, I can keep going right now. Then I might do another 15 minutes, and then that turns into 30, 45 minutes. But if you do 15 minutes and you're still feeling like your body just like can't do it anymore, it's okay to pause, wait an hour or two if you're doing work, take another break, get up, walk around. Um, and I remember like when I was going through something last year, like really horrible stuff last year, that's what I did. It was too much for me to work 30 minutes in like one duration. So I would just do like 5, 15, 15, and just break it out throughout the day until I hit 5,000. And another thing, I'll talk about this also, but like I didn't realize how much weight I had gained during the pandemic. I was out of my comfort zone of what feels good and healthy for me. I'll say that. And um I went through a period where like even though I was like going through a bit of depression, I pushed myself. Like I would not go to sleep until I walked 10,000 steps 5 days a week. It didn't have to be consecutive, but 5 days per week. And I lost from that. It hurt. I would like I positioned my living room at the time. It was like it imitated a track a little bit. So everything in the living room was positioned in the center of the living room. And I just ran around constantly. Um, and that helped a lot in losing my initial weight. And it definitely helped with my sleep as well. Helped with a lot of different things. But yeah, this is mostly about if you find it hard to get up and get out there, just start in the room, start small. And I'm calling it, I thought it was a rule, but I think it's not. Like I call it like the 5, 7, 10 rule. People don't really know that the 10,000 steps thing was just marketing. Mm, I don't want to call it a scheme, but a marketing scheme that was made up in Japan. There's no science saying that you must walk 10,000 steps to lose weight. Yes, it does help you lose weight. It helps with your cardiovascular system and everything, but it's not a must. So anyway, it's something I'm calling the 5, 7, 10 rule, where it's like, depending on what I'm going through, if I'm on my administration, minimum 5,000 steps. And actually, I made some notes on this. So 5,000 steps, especially if done in one sitting consecutively, at least it gets the blood pumping, which is really great for your mood as well. And it's good for a short-term boost. 7,000 steps actually is proven scientifically, if done regularly, to reduce premature death by 50 to 70%. And also, just like 5,000 steps, it has cardiovascular benefits, but even more. As far as 10,000 steps, again, it was originated in marketing, it's not science-based. Um, but apparently, if you regularly, and I always try to do science-based research first before I say anything. Um, there's lots of open scientific research docs online that I always go through. But yeah, so walking 10,000 steps regularly, there's no science behind that specific number, and there's no studies behind that specific number. Again, it was a marketing thing. But it does show to, I think, reduce, oh, actually, oh, I have it here. It reduces the mortality rate and risk. So it has longevity benefits to it. But anyway, I'm just going based off of like a mix of science and my personal experience. Um, I call it the 5, 7, 10 rule because at 10,000 steps, I tend to lose significant amount of weight. Like if I maintain, if I have the same diet and I walk 10,000 steps, I lose. If I be a little bit more strict with my diet and reduce to 2 meals per day, which I do that anyway, but like if I do like no snacking at all, like maybe I'll talk about that, about how I've gotten to really know my body over the years. I'll do a video on that. And how my body reacts to certain foods and um doing things like monitoring my glucose, even though I'm not diabetic or pre-diabetic, but that has been really helpful over the years, between my quantified self-tracking and, um, tracking my oxygen level on a regular basis, stuff like that. So anyway, um, I forgot where I was going with that. But oh yeah, so that's at 10,000 steps. I don't only notice like a little bit of like weight loss and maintenance, but I also notice like if I do 7,000 steps, um, I, and again, this is just me. This is just me. I do notice around my midsection, which is like something that's very stubborn for me. I notice like that starts to go down. For some reason, like my upper body, like it's the first to gain, last to lose. I think that's just genetics. Now that I've spent time around my family as an adult, I'm realizing like how much of my body mindset, mental health is related to my genetics. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I hope that was helpful. Maybe I'll go, maybe I'll make it a more structured video of going into like exactly um how I follow this 5, 7, 10 rule. And hopefully that'll be helpful. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this video, you found that it was helpful, you want to hear a little bit more, if you can do me a favor, you can like the video, you can comment so that you can tell me like, girl, like, can you tell me some more? Or if you're like, I need some more information on this, whatever you feel, please comment. Or if you just like the video, just say that as well. I appreciate it. So yeah, like, comment, and please, 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 please subscribe. So, hey, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good day, evening, night. I think of a better outro. Okay, anyway, thanks. Yeah.